Right, hi there everybody, welcome back. Saturday morning, sun's out, quite a pleasant day. The wind's still up though, quite breezy, but we've got to get on with these fertilising contracts today. So Ted's come over, he's picked up the John Deere, he's just around the corner filling up with diesel. Joe's going to do a bit of cultivating for us today. We had a call from Leo, his field 42 over the road needs cultivating, so Joe's just over there. Checking the oil on the T7, clean the air filter out. She's already done the T6, so I'm going to jump in this, hook up the slurry spreader, and we're going to get out to those fields and carry on doing the slurry spreading. So we did all of our fields yesterday. We've got field 69 and 70 to do for Rebecca O'Connor today. We've got then Morris Vargas's field 73 to do, and then Karen Diaz 61. That's all the contracts that we've accepted at the moment, but there's quite a few that are still on the contracts list that we'll probably try and pick up a little bit later during the day if they're still available. So we'll have to see how we get on. But the weather's decent, the ground's fairly dry, so that should all be fairly good going. Right, I'm going to take this back round to the diesel tank as well, get this filled up with diesel, and then we'll get up to the animal dealership, fill up with slurry, and then get up to field 69 and 70 and start cracking on with those. There's a couple of low-hanging branches on this tree that we need to get rid of at some point. I think that'll be a job for a quiet day, but struggling to get underneath there with some of the equipment. Looks like Ted's just finishing up, filling up with diesel. He's going to nip up to the animal dealership. He left the field container up there, so he's going to go and get that, and then we'll both head out onto the field and carry on from there. So I'll just fill up myself, and we'll go and join Ted up at the animal dealership, and then we'll be able to crack on with things. So hopefully we'll be able to knock these fields out fairly quickly this morning, and then we'll see what else is available for this afternoon. Oh dear, that's no good. I better call Sam, that's going to cause us a bit of a problem this morning. Hey Ted, everything alright? Hey Sam, no, not really. We've got a puncture in the offside wheel. Big old nail's gone through the tyre. I don't think we're going anywhere this morning with this field container. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, I think. I'll give Jack over at Farm Equipment a call and see if he's got one of his chaps that can come out and have a look at it. But I think they'll have to order a tyre for it. So I think that's going to cause us a problem. Okay, Ted. Yeah, will you do that? You give Jack a call, and I'm just about to leave the yard anyway, so I'll see you up at the animal dealership in a few minutes. Yeah, all right. I'll see you in a little while. Oh dear, well that's not the best of news, but life would be boring if everything was easy, wouldn't it? So anyway, I'm going to get up at the animal dealership, I'll get this tanker filled up with slurry, and then I'll try and catch up with Ted, see if he's had any joy talking to Jack, and if we can kind of figure out a plan so we can get these fields done today. It's going to take a long time if I've got to go backwards and forwards myself, so we'll have to see. Right, I'll jump out, see if Ted's got an update for us. I think he's still on the phone at the moment, so we'll see how he's getting on. Right, Sam, I've spoken to Jack over the road there. He said all his chaps are busy at the moment. They're all out and about doing other jobs. But he said he might be able to get one of them to pick up a tyre this afternoon. He's going to have to order something. He ain't got nothing in. So he can't promise anything, but he said it might be sort of on mid-afternoon by the time somebody can get over. So I've had a little thought, though. I know Bob down at the BGA, and he's got a ferry tanker down there. So I've asked him if we might be able to borrow it, get us out of a fix just for this morning or just for the day. I don't think we'll have to pay him much for it, and he said that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to go down there and pick that up. I'll come back up here and fill up with slurry, and I'll see you up out of the field. Okay, Ted, that sounds great. Thanks for sorting that out. Right, I'm going to head up to 69 and 70, so I'll see you up at the field. Yeah, all right. I'll see you in a little while then. Right, Bob's over in the other office, so I just need to nip over there. Sam's given me this GoPro camera thingy. He's asked me to take a bit of footage while I'm down here and chat away to you all. So I'm just trying to find this ferry tanker so I can take that back up to the animal dealership. I can fill up with slurry and I can go and meet Sam out on that field. Right, I'm going to jump out, see if I can find Bob. He should be in the office here. Just bear with me. Right, that should be just round the corner in the lead-to here, I think. That's what he said. Let me have a look. Yeah, there it is. That's good. Right, I'll just jump in the tractor. We'll hook that up and get ourselves back down to at the animal dealership and everything. Right, that should be good then. I think that's going to keep me busy today, going backwards and forwards. That's 20 cube container, I think, so 20,000 litres. So it's not that much bigger than the actual slurry spreader itself. Right, I'll back up, get this on, and then we'll head back. Right, that's me all filled up. I need to get up to 69 and 70. Sam's just phoned me. He said that he's been once round the headland and he's sat there waiting now to fill up again. So I need to get me skates on. You know, I wish they'd cut these edges back a little bit. That's dangerous pulling out of here sometimes. And the old traffic, don't know, I've come down this old road pretty sharpish. But anyway, we're out and about now. Right, I need to get up this field, so I'll catch you all when we get up there. Right, here comes Ted. That's good because I've been waiting 10 minutes to fill up. I think there's going to be a bit of hanging around today, to be honest, but can't be helped. There we go. Right, Ted's he's given me the camera back. I think it fell off his head on the way up here, so he said he nearly went in the hedge twice, so it's probably best that he keeps it with me. Right, we're all full now, so I can crack on. I brought the drone with me as well, so we can get some footage up in the air and everything. So hopefully we'll get a good stuff. It's kind of nice. We're up here in the hills as well a little bit, so you got some lovely views out over the hills and everything. So the sun's out. It's a little bit hazy, but it's not too bad. The old tractor's struggling a little bit up here as well. Just around the other side of the field as well, there's quite a steep hill, and it's with a full tanker that's struggling a little bit. Probably would have been best to put the John Deere on here, to be honest with you, but I can't be bothered to change it over now. Yeah, you can really tell on this slope here. I think we're down to about 4 miles an hour at the moment, so it really struggles just getting up here. But this field's the worst of it, I think. Really, the other field just down by the road's a lot flatter, and field 73 is not quite so bad as this. So I think we'll be all right. So that little field by the roadside there, that won't take us too long to do. I've noticed that the house down there, they've got their laundry out on the clothesline, so I don't think they'll be very happy with us, but I don't think they're in, so I was going to knock on their door and suggest that they bring it in, but they might end up having to wash it again, unfortunately. Right, Ted's gone back to fill up again. He's probably going to have to make at least 2 more runs, I would say, for finishing off these 2 fields. Maybe a third one, I'm not sure. But we're kind of getting on okay. He's just about managing to keep up with us. We're able to stop a little bit, but it's not too bad. And the going's kind of nice and good. So yeah, we're getting on all right. It's not. It's only just coming up to about 9:30, 9:45 in the morning. So we've got plenty of time. Not too much of an issue. Now, I told you, I think the other day that Dad was talking to Ken Fletcher about those 2 fields, 49 and 50. Well, he took Ken down the pub last night for a bite to eat, and I think they've almost done a deal. I think they're just kind of a little bit of negotiation over the harvest income. Ken was a bit reluctant to give the fields up before the harvest because I think he wanted to make sure that he got that income before he sold the fields, but Dad said he kind of could do with some of the money now, really. So I think Dad's agreed to buy the fields off him now, and then we're going to split the harvest income, and I think it's just a case of agreeing what that's going to be. I think ideally Ken would like half and half. I think Dad's thinking more like sort of a third, 2/3. But hopefully we'll know sort of come Monday, and if that's the case, then we'll take control of those fields before the harvest, so that'll be good. Right, Ted's just turned up. He's come back, so that's good. I'll need to fill up shortly, but I think I can do another lap of the field before I have to do that. And then what else is happening? Oh yeah, Dad, he's thinking of buying that fishery land that's just over the house from us. Well, he's got a meeting with the council this week. The local council chap's coming out to talk through what he'd like to do in terms of the development, because he'll have to put some planning application in for it, I think, if he wants to develop the area with those greenhouses and kind of make it into a little bit of a kind of a local attraction, I suppose. So he's got some chap from the local council coming out to have a talk through that. I think he wants to get some feedback really before he commits to purchasing the land. But that's quite an interesting little project for him, and I think he's very enthusiastic about it. So hopefully that'll all kind of come off for him. But we'll have to wait and see. Jo's called me about 10 minutes ago as well. She's kind of wrapping up some of the chores that she had to do this morning. She's got a few other bits and pieces to do, and then she's going to get over and cultivate that field 42 for Leo. So I've asked her if she can take one of the cameras with her so she can get a bit of footage of that as well, and so hopefully I'll chuck that into the video at some point later on. Right, that's me need filling up. There's Ted waiting patiently for me. Make sure I don't run him over. Right, well, I'm going to fill up again, and we'll get this field 69 finished, and then I'll get this little 170 done, and then we can move over to field 73 in a little while. Right, well, I'm over in field 73 now. Ted's just turned up with another load, so that's good. I made it about 1.5 times around the headland, so I've just got to finish that off, and then I can start doing the land work, and then I'll stick the drone up in the air, and we can get a little bit of footage before we finish over this side of the road, and then we've got to go over and do field 61, and then I'll have a look at the contracts and see what else might be there, see if we can get anything else done today. Right, so I'm gonna crack on with that. With this, that Deswaf ferry tanker seems to be doing all right. Ted's quite impressed with it, so it's a good piece of kit. So that's kind of Bob down at the BGA to lend it to us. Really, I think we need to give him a little bit of money for it and make sure that we return it all nice and clean and in good condition. But yeah, that's helped us out a lot. Right, Ted. Well, that was a good morning's work. I think you saved the day getting that ferry tanker sorted out. It would have been a struggle to get those finished as quickly as we have done. Right, I've been having a look at the contracts. I've made a few phone calls, and we're going to go and do Karen Diaz Field 61 this afternoon. We'll do that one first, get that out of the way. And then we're going to come back and do Field 32, I think, for Tyler Fleming, round by Backacres farm. I think that's got potatoes in it, so we'll go and do that one after that. And then we're going to go up and do Justine's Field 62. She needs that doing, so we'll get that one sorted, and then we can put Ken's equipment back in that barn that's just over the field from where Justine is. So that'll keep us busy this afternoon. Hopefully that'll take us through to about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we should be done by then. And then Joe's going to go over and do Leo's field on field 42 and get that cultivated as well. So we'll have a bite to eat, and then we'll get cracking this afternoon and get those other contracts done. Cool, perfect. Club sandwich. Right, tuck in, Ted, and we'll get going in about 15 minutes. Yeah, right, Sam. Right, that's us up at field 61, so we're going to crack on doing these fields. But I think you've probably seen enough of us spreading slurry around, so I'm going to hand over to Jo. Hopefully she's taking the camera with her so she can get some good footage of her cultivating that field 42 for Leo. So we'll catch up with you later. Right, Ted just turned up at the animal dealership. He's given me a quick call to say that the fella from Farm Equipment's turned up to fix that wheel or that puncture on that field container, so that's good news. We won't really need it this afternoon now, but at least we'll be able to hand it back to Ken in good condition. So Ted's just filling up. He'll probably beat me down to field 32 down at Backacres Farm, but one down and two to go. Right, I'm just turning up here at field 32. I think Ted's already parked up. I can see him just through the trees there. So we'll get this one done, and then we'll be back up to Justine's field and get field 62 done, and then that'll be us for the day. Right, we're on the home stretch. Just got field 62 to do for Justine Collins. Ted's already here. He's opened the gate for me. So we'll get on with this field. I think we're going to pop down the pub tonight and get a deserved drink. I think I owe a few people a pint. Ted's coming down there with me. I think Jack from Farm Equipment's going to come and join us, and Bob from the BGA. So I need to buy them a few drinks as a word of thanks, because we wouldn't have got this done today without them. Right, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I'm going to crack on with this field. We'll get the equipment taken back to the yard, get it all washed down and cleaned, and then we'll take a good shower and nip down the pub. So I'll say thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the farm next time. Bye for now.